your socket, go ahead, loosen, and remove the lug nuts. Using two 16mm wrenches, you want to put a wrench on the bottom unit right here and a 16 on the top. And go ahead and loosen that upper nut. You can actually loosen it by rotating the shock itself. Using a jack just to lift the axle a little bit, it does release the pressure off the top of the stud for the shock. So you can see the gap in there. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and continue removing this nut from the shock assembly. And go ahead and push the nut off the top of the shock stud and remove that. Using an 18mm wrench and socket, we're going to go ahead and remove this. Hold the shock and work that bolt out. And go ahead and lower the shock down. Install the washer. Install the bushing with the larger portion facing upward. Press that down. Okay, for installation, take the other bushing, large diameter center portion facing down, feed that up and set it on top. And you want to push the shock through and put the washer on top. Once the stud is through, go ahead and start the nut on the top. Next, we're going to go ahead and lower the vehicle. I'm going to put a jack under the axle so we can go ahead and get the axle to line up with the shock hole. Jacking it up by the knuckle, we'll go ahead and line up. Go ahead and line up that shock bolt. And we'll go ahead and put that bolt in and get that nut started. Using a 16mm wrench, we're going to go ahead and tighten this nut. Now we're going to go ahead and snug this up. If you have the ability to do so, you want to go ahead and torque this upper shock nut to 20 foot-pounds. Using 18mm, go ahead and tighten down this bolt to 72 foot-pounds. We'll get all the lug nuts started by hand. Get them on several threads. Less of a chance of cross-threading it. Just going to bottom these out. Go ahead and torque these down to 122 foot-pounds.